Mia was just an ordinary little girl, but every night, something extraordinary happened. As soon as she closed her eyes, she found herself walking through a shiny golden gate that led to a world no one had ever seen before. It was called the Candy City. The moment she stepped inside, the air smelled sweet, like fresh sugar and honey. The sky sparkled with colors that looked like melted rainbow drops. The ground was soft, almost like a giant marshmallow, and every step she took made her bounce gently, as if she were walking on clouds. Mia looked around in wonder, her eyes growing wide. The buildings around her glowed in the moonlight, their walls glittering as if covered in crystal sugar. She whispered to herself, "Is this real?" Her heart beat quickly with excitement, but she also felt calm, as though the city had been waiting just for her. In the distance, she could hear cheerful music, like bells made of candy canes, ringing in harmony. A soft wind blew, carrying the scent of chocolate and strawberries. Mia took a deep breath and smiled. This is the best dream ever, she thought, and so she began her journey through the magic of Candy City. Mia wandered down the first street she saw, and she couldn't believe her eyes. The houses were made entirely of chocolate, milk chocolate walls, dark chocolate roofs, and white chocolate windows that shone like glass. She touched one carefully, and her finger came away sticky. She licked it and laughed. "Delicious," she said. The streets were lined with giant lollipops, each taller than a tree, spinning slowly as if they were alive. When she walked past them, they hummed a little tune, a happy sound that made her skip along the road. On both sides of the street were cotton candy trees, their pink and blue leaves swaying gently in the breeze. Mia plucked a piece, soft and fluffy, and popped it into her mouth. It melted instantly, leaving behind pure sweetness. She kept walking and discovered a fountain where, instead of water, rivers of strawberry milk flowed. Nearby, gummy bears the size of dogs were playing and rolling on the grass. One of them ran up to her, wagging its gummy arms, and offered her a jelly bean. Mia laughed so hard she almost fell. Everything in the city seemed alive, kind, and welcoming. The whole place sparkled under the candy-colored sky. "I never want to wake up," Mia whispered. For the first time, she felt like she had found a place made just for her. But dreams are never perfect forever. Suddenly, cheerful music stopped. The lollipops froze in place, the gummy bears looked up nervously, and the air changed. Mia felt a rumble beneath her feet. At first, she thought it was just her imagination, but then she saw it, a dark river of soda rushing quickly toward the city. It bubbled and fizzed angrily, spraying drops of sticky liquid into the air. The cotton candy trees began to tremble, and pieces of sugar started to melt. "Oh no," Mia cried. She looked around for help, but all the candy creatures were panicking. The chocolate houses started dripping like candles in the sun. "What should I do?" she thought, her eyes filling with tears. Just then, a deep voice called out, "Don't be afraid, little one." From behind a giant gumdrop stepped a friendly gingerbread man. He wore a sugar hat and had icing buttons that glowed softly. "The soda river comes every 100 years, he explained. "But together we can stop it." Mia wasn't sure how. "I'm just a girl," she whispered. The gingerbread man smiled. "Even the smallest person can do great things. Take my candy boat. It will keep you safe." He pointed to a beautiful boat made of caramel and peppermint, floating nearby. Mia climbed in, her hands shaking, but the gingerbread man gave her courage with his warm smile. The boat rocked gently as the soda river surrounded them, hissing and foaming. "Hold on tight," he said. And with that, their journey across the dangerous soda river began. The candy boat glided across the soda river, but it wasn't easy. Waves of cola splashed against them, making the caramel sides sticky. Mia held on with all her strength. The gingerbread man used a candy cane paddle to push them forward. "We can do this," he shouted over the roar of the river. Mia nodded, even though she was scared. Step by step, stroke by stroke, they moved across the bubbling soda. At one point, a giant bubble rose up and almost swallowed them. But Mia grabbed a lollipop stick lying in the boat and popped it with all her might. "Good job," the gingerbread man cheered. After what felt like hours, they finally reached the other side. The soda river began to shrink, slowly disappearing back into the ground. The lollipops spun again, the music returned, and the chocolate houses rebuilt themselves magically. The Candy City was saved, Mia smiled, her heart full of pride. She turned to thank the gingerbread man, but he was already fading away. "Will I see you again?" she asked softly. He nodded. "As long as you believe in magic, Candy City will always welcome you." And then, Mia opened her eyes. She was back in her own bed, sunlight streaming through the window. For a moment, she thought it had all been a dream. But when she looked at her hand, she found a tiny sugar crystal sparkling in her palm. Mia grinned. "Maybe tonight," she whispered, "I'll go back to Candy City again."